What's good? What's good? Welcome to the Epic Entertainment Critics. I'm Antoine.
And I'm still James.
And you are now entering the Matrix. And we have an exclusive.
Dollar Matrix.
The what?
The Dollar Matrix.
What is that?
It's like the dollar store version of the Matrix.
Oh. Okay, so we have an exclusive clip of the Matrix 4. As you know, Matrix 4 is rapidly approaching the release. And they're going to start letting out little clips. They're going to start letting out little nuggets here and there, just trying to get you, whet your appetite a bit, try to get you a little ready for that. And so they got one with the new Morpheus, right? What's his name? Abdul-Mateen II?
Yeah.
So they got one with him, so we kind of get a little idea of what he kind of, well, it's him and Neo.
Yeah, and this, as far as anyone can tell, is a callback to the dojo scene.
Yeah, right.
From the first one.
Which I'm not really, I really don't want all the, remember this?
Yeah.
Remember, you know what I'm saying? I just hope they move forward with it.
Because that stuff just always gets on my nerves. Like, no, I watched the movie. That's why I came back.
Right. But this could be a soft reboot. And I'm really, they really doing it a lot. I don't know why they won't stop that.
Well, like, because the hard reboot, they finally realized how dumb all of those came out. Because, like, we had the RoboCop and we had Total Recall, and none of these worked at all. And so they finally said, you know what, let's just try to get as much of the actual audience for the original in by, like, just playing up to what they liked about it, even if we don't make an actual movie.
Right, but see, my thing is, so the lessons they should have learned from those not working is
they learned all the wrong
stay
lessons.
away from the reboot and continue the story.
Yeah. And that's the thing, right? It's like reboots.
It's almost like they're trying to fool you, though.
Right. Have you ever watched a reboot and been satisfied with what you got?
I have to think about it because in concept, the idea can work because you got movies from like the 70s that had bad special effects, but it was a good movie. You know, give me an updated version with good special effects.
Yeah.
And, you know, and I'm like, oh, yeah, okay, I can see that.
Because, like,
but
what you always get is, like, they'll update the special effects and throw out the writing.
Yeah, and make the dumbest changes ever.
Yeah, it's like, why would you fix that? Everyone loved that.
Right, to fix the stuff you don't want to fix and then leave. They just, it's too bad. So, right, so that's my whole thing. Yeah. And so the soft reboot, to me, it's like they trying to fool us by rebooting it, make us think the stories continue, but you showing us the same stuff with just a little different. And I'm like, no, don't try to fool me.
You end up getting about 15 extra minutes of story, and the rest is just callback.
Same stuff, right. It's just in slightly another way, which was Star Wars.
Yeah.
You know, I did enjoy Force Awakens, but, you know, it was a soft reboot. So anyway, let's watch this clip and see what we got, and we're going to have a little more discussion about Matrix Resurrections, Neo and Morpheus. Clip. Oh. Well, that would help if I can maybe... First day I'm not on my stuff.
Minor technical difficulties.
Okay, so sorry about that. We're all good now. We're good. How are you?
I'm excellent.
All right, so let's watch this clip.
Happy to be here, bud.
Yep. So let's watch this clip of Morpheus and Neo.
I know you because I know the only thing that still matters to you. I know it's why you're here, why you're still fighting, and why you will never give up. Come on, Neo. This is it. This is your last chance. You gotta fight for your goddamn life if you want to see Trinity again. Come on, Neo, fight for her!
Holy shit.
Viper! I
Holy
know
shit
you,
is right.
because I know the only thing that still matters to
Holy shit is right. Did he kill him?
I mean, I'm pretty sure he disintegrated there at the end.
I was like, hey man, I was just trying to motivate you a little bit. Calm the hell down.
Hey, I was just trying to get you there.
Oh, he got him there. That boy, see, they go to Dragon Ball Z
Yeah,
levels.
it's like, I did not need this in a Matrix movie. You know, it's like
Oh, you didn't like that?
it's cool, but one, like, now I've already seen it.
Right. Oh, is that my fault?
Well, no, I'm just saying it's like this is clearly like a climactic scene. Like even if it's early in the movie, it's
It's gonna be early though.
It's an early scene, but it's supposed to be a powerful moment. I've had it already.
Well,
So like,
what you trying to say? Let's not watch this clip.
no. I'm not saying on us like watching. I'm like, why would you put it out in the world?
Yeah.
It's like
But they might not have though, because as you
Okay.
see, it's a watermark
Yeah.
on there, so somebody might have stole
It
this
might have been
clip
stolen,
and
yeah.
put it on the internet.
But you know, I just feel like they put so much stuff out.
Yeah, they could have put this out though.
Yeah.
Like you said, it's a cool moment, and
But it
it's
also
like,
goes on too long
oh, you think so?
for me. Like
It's only a minute.
Well, no, because this is the thing. This is like clearly the end of this moment. They've already been fighting because Yahya Martin II's out of breath.
Right.
Yeah,
And he had to show his chest a little bit.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
Well, if you're gonna wear that kimono,
you know that thing got to come over.
Yeah,
at
it's
some
like,
point.
whoa, oh yeah. So I didn't notice.
But
oh, go
but you know,
ahead.
so like I just look at it like anytime a fight scene goes on that long and ends in a Dragon Ball Z moment, I usually come off unsatisfied.
Well, now,
That
mind
it doesn't
you,
look good to me. It doesn't look like a good fight.
oh, you don't like this at all? Huh?
Nah.
it's like you just kind of going down on it. I thought it was okay. I'm looking like, okay, so this is, I guess when he wake up and realize who he is or whatever, and maybe that's
Yeah.
what that is. But I'm looking like, what is the ramifications of that scene of that big old explosion? Like,
Yeah.
damn, did you just, was that a nuclear blast?
He's already hemorrhaging lots of blood.
Yeah,
You
that's
know,
from him
they-
beating him up
well, yeah.
or whatever.
But and then an explosion of a machine he's currently like got his brain jacked into.
Yeah.
It's like
Well, so I'm looking like it's a lot of similarities to one right there. Okay,
Yeah.
so we got the dojo fight, which was in the first one
Holy
with
shit.
Morpheus, right? Where everybody else was waiting for him to do something
Yeah.
special because they was all told that he's a special.
yeah.
He's special.
The
So everybody
one.
else was like, well, why is he the one? Let me see.
Yeah.
So they got everybody out the Matrix, like watching and seeing what he's gonna do or whatever. Can they
Yeah.
actually see?
I think at some point they do end up showing you.
I don't
that
think they-
It's
I
it's a
don't-
weird thing where it's like
Are they looking at computer code?
they're looking at code and like.
So how they know what's
some
happening?
people can't tell what's going on, and then sometimes you can tell.
Did
that-
they actually explain that though? In the first movie, I
like,
don't remember. I have
The
to go
one
back
guy
and
that
watch
was always working the computers, like they explained that he could tell what
Which
was
Tank?
happening. Yeah, yeah.
it. Or was it the brother? Which one?
Which
we
one?
talking about?
Is Tank the
It was the younger brother and the older brother,
Yeah,
and
it's
the older
the-
brother got killed by Joe Pentinello character.
Yeah.
But I can't remember.
but
And the other dude got shot, and then he came back with this long ass. I don't believe it. Believe it or not, you piece of shit. You still go. Man, shut up. It's like you say all that. Anyway,
but yeah, so the younger brother who was always working the computers, like they make a point of saying he can look at the code and tell what's happening.
right.
But I
they
don't
can't
know.
actually
I don't
see
know
it.
if they have like actual like
Right,
images.
but they was
so,
all getting excited like they watching it.
Yeah.
So I guess they saw the code getting kind of crazy,
I guess.
and
yeah.
then they was like, "Whoa, holy shit, this code's getting
Like,
going nuts."
Wait, was that a 3? This is supposed to be binary.
yeah. This supposed to be zeros and ones. And
But yeah.
so yeah. So we got this little, we got Neo being Neo, but this kind of to me follows the pattern of the first movie.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Where he's the
gets-
one, and now Morpheus is trying to fight him to motivate him and could let him know he's the one. That's
Yeah.
kind of the same thing, right?
Get him to actually start using those abilities and everything.
Right.
And so it is pretty much the same thing. And it's like now it's like waking him back up rather than waking
Waking him up for the first time, but it's
So
the same
like-
thing we saw.
Yeah, and it's kind of like one of those things. Like it's always hit and miss whenever you try to go to like the old warrior coming back into the battlefield, where it's like either they never in their head they never left, or they had honestly left the stuff behind, which is it never feels genuine when they've left it behind and you bring them back. It's like why would you? How, not even why. How could you?
Yeah. Well, it depends on the situation.
Yeah.
I guess. But yeah. It like I'm telling you like this, my expectation wasn't too high with this. And that's because anytime I see that sequel that's just been like 20 years since the original, I don't really have high expectations. And then you always gonna be feared for that soft reboot, instead of the sequel. And I'm looking like that soft reboot.
Yeah.
Like it's everything's starting to shape up as that soft reboot.
Yeah.
We'll see.
I'm sure they'll try to retcon some stuff to make this fit better and that always annoys me a little bit, but I tend to let that go just because it's the nature of the beast. But I just feel like this movie hasn't, and again, we might have to see it first, but it hasn't proven to me that this movie needs to exist. So,
well, I'm on board because after seeing the little clips I saw, it looks kind of fun. It looks like it can be fun. It was nothing I asked for, but I'm not going to reject it. I'm not going to say, I don't want to see this.
That's fair.
I don't mind seeing it. I didn't ask for it, but I'll check it out. I don't mind seeing it. And for what I saw, the clips and the trailer, it looks like they got something. It look like they might have something. But this right here, it's not taking me back, but it's just kind of making me think, oh, soft reboot.
Yeah.
Y'all gonna keep showing the same stuff, which is slightly disappointing. But I'm still got high hopes because I haven't seen the whole movie. So you seem like you just like not feeling this at all.
I'm honestly not, which surprises me. I expected to be very much for this, and I'm just I can't get excited for it. I don't know if like there's a moment that's going to get me into it that I just haven't seen yet or not. But like,
well, yeah, this is a mini clip. It's nothing.
So.
But it can sway you in whatever direction. It seems like it swayed you in that not the direction we wanted
like
you
that
to
is
go.
like I have a hard time like. Is Chad Stileski doing like the action choreography on this?
Yeah, that's my homeboy. I don't know.
so this is the guy who did like a lot of the.
I thought it was Yin Wu Ping, the dude, the martial art wire fu martial art, best known for this wire fu with Jet Li.
I think both of them were. This was Chad's come up. So he was like the second unit director.
Oh, okay. So I guess,
and so he's gone on to.
He did the martial art choreography, and he did the action scenes.
Yeah, and he's done all the action stuff for the John Wick movies now.
Yeah, okay, I got you.
So like, I'm just wondering, is this still him, or did they get someone else? Because again, this was like right around the same time they were doing John Wick Chapter 4.
I don't know.
So
I actually can't answer that, but we'll see.
Yeah.
But speaking of that wire fu. I remember that was a new thing in America.
In America, yeah.
It had been going on in Hong Kong movies for a while, but they perfected it where it looked badass. I got a lot of those movies on well, DVD is kind of old now, but I got a lot of movies on DVD, and then seeing them bring it over to the American, I would say that would you think that's really the first time they started seeing that?
I think so.
In America,
like there were a couple of like. Joint films.
Rob doesn't say Hong Kong / American martial art movies where they use like some wire fu.
A lot of the Jet Li stuff.
But straight mainstream blockbuster.
I'd say this was the first Hollywood movie that actually used wire fu.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
So they use Yin Wu Ping, which is one of the most popular choreographers in Hong Kong. He worked with like Jet Li, Jackie Chan, all the top names. Yeah. And he did his good job on the Matrix, teaching them all this whatever. And so after the Matrix, we start seeing this. And you know I was going. Yeah. After that, we start seeing this in all movies such as Charlie's Angels, which was quite disgusting just to look at.
And that's the thing is like this is kind of like the issue that we've long had with like the way Hollywood makes movies. Like here's a great technique. Let's throw it on this hot turd. Like.
Well, I mean, and then make it so bad. I think a lot of times the if they did get some Hong Kong choreographers, they'll phone it in. They be like, "This is America. They don't care. Just give them 2 kicks. Who cares? Let's get this money." You know what I'm saying? They didn't. You know what I'm saying? They was not trying no more.
Well, it's
It
like-
just got bad.
Like, especially like when they use it for campy stuff. Again, Charlie's Angels. Like,
Perfect example. of what I'm trying
oh
to say.
man, it's just like you're looking in the. I think it's like the polish is so important on that stuff. Because like if you watch something like even something like later on like The One, right?
Yeah.
Where it's just like, okay, you used it when you needed it,
Right.
and then you put it away.
Right, and it made sense because it was like a sci-fi kind of thing.
Yeah.
You know. But anyway, it's still I'm still interested. This clip did not make me less interested. It seems like it did for you,
A little
but
bit. Just a little bit.
but yeah, I'm still interested. I'm not sure exactly what they can do, but it does seem like a soft reboot.
And Neo's a nuke now. So
Well, that's just in the Matrix. Maybe
I mean, it looks
he's
like
probably gonna wake up. What you know? What wouldn't his body outside the Matrix be just gone? Just like he'll be just dead.
yeah.
Which how does that actually work? They say if you die in the Matrix, you die in the real life. But what happens when you get burnt up or
Yeah.
something like that?
Disintegrated,
Yeah,
atomized.
you can't make your body do that. I don't even know how you be bleeding and stuff.
Like unless like I'm
Because it's your brain, right?
right, but like
Your
also,
brain can't make you do physical
'cause,
things.
like,
You
and
they
also
can't.
like the only reason they
don't
can
think.
work with the Matrix is like their body is basically still convinced that everything that's happening is real.
Right, which don't make sense if you know it's not real.
Well, actually, it's a feedback thing. So it's like the only reason you can like make yourself in the Matrix do what it does is because your brain can't tell the difference. So like, strictly speaking, the brain can't tell the difference between reality and dreams. The thing is that when you're in REM sleep, your nervous system isn't as connected. So it's like there's no feedback, right?
Uh-huh.
So it's just your body knows that it's asleep. Your brain doesn't.
Okay.
So it's like with the Matrix, though, your body and your brain are both fully wired into the simulation to the point that, as far as it's concerned, it's getting actual impulse.
Okay.
So inflammation and kinetic impulse, torn muscles, those will actually happen to you. It's like electrostimulation therapy where they like put the electrodes in you and like actually attenuate the muscles and stuff like that. So when they got people jacked in, it's basically like that.
All right, Professor. Thanks for that breakdown. We know that if you die in the Matrix, you die in real life.
Yeah.
So
And he
you
totally
just said all that in a 2-minute
Yeah.
soliloquy.
Yeah.
But thank
Yeah.
you.
So new Morpheus should be dead.
At the end of the story, at the end of the day, that motherfucker dead. So anyway, so we're gonna wrap this. We're gonna wrap this little discussion up. Anybody just watching the video that likes our content, please subscribe to the channel and hit that bell icon so you get alerts every time we post new videos or we live stream.
And if you like what you're seeing, hit that thumbs up down below and drop a comment.
Yes, we out of here.
Peace, y'all.